Colgate football is a challenge.
Tradition that you want to keep on maintaining.
Yeah, let's go, get it!
It's very exciting.
By far my most challenging and thrilling experience.
You gotta stay.
I think it's just a bunch of tough guys that find a way to win.
Going long is Godwin. He's got a man streaking downfield. The catch is made.
Colgate football is many things to many people. Tradition, success, fun, and excitement, both on and off the field. But perhaps more importantly, Colgate football is a challenge. There is an attitude here that anything is possible, that one can reach beyond the ordinary. There is a pride here surrounding Colgate football and its long and unique record of overachievements on the football field. And that special kind of overachievement, that spirited rise to the challenge, is what Colgate football and Colgate University are all about. Springtime on this beautiful campus is a season of budding trees and blossoming flowers. A time of fresh starts and new beginnings. In the spring of 1988, a brand new era of Colgate football began when Red Raider assistant coach and offensive coordinator Mike Foley was named as the program's 27th head coach.
Very good read, Damon. That's it. Good job. Good job. Come on, Tommy. Fly down in there, baby. Let's go.
Mike Foley is himself a graduate of Colgate University. He was a member of two of Colgate's most successful football squads. And as offensive coordinator for 4 seasons, he helped to orchestrate one of the nation's most productive scoring machines. In many ways, Mike Foley lived the Colgate experience, both as a student and as an athlete. And consequently, he brings to the head coaching position here a unique and valuable perspective.
Real well. I think we're doing a good job against the run and shoot, and I'm pleased with that.
Having gone here and been an assistant coach here, it gives me an opportunity and the knowledge to know what our student athletes are going through, the problems that they face, the demands that they're going to have on them from an academic standpoint, from a social standpoint. So it gives probably a little bit better insight into what's going on campus. And as a person, as a coach, that I want to be noted for is that I care about my players. I think the players come first in our program. And we don't care about them just as football players, but we want to take a genuine interest in their progress as people and that they're developing as a young man.
He's a guy that's very caring, a guy that makes sure that tells you the truth, tells you straight out what he's thinking and where you stand in the program. I think that's important.
Perhaps the best thing about him is he treats his players with respect, and it's kind of, a mutual feeling among the players and the coaches.
He can relate to the players well, and he can get the best out of you. I think he's the kind of coach you want to work for.
Let's go. Get him loose, focus and hammer. Let's go. Work it all.
Mike Foley is a leader. He is a teacher and a winner. And he is Colgate University's choice to lead his football program into a second century of gridiron competition. In 1990, Colgate celebrates 100 years of collegiate football. A century of achievements and accomplishments that have helped to build a tradition of excellence. It is a tradition that began with its first head coach, Samuel Colgate Jr., and grew through the tenures of the legendary Andy Kerr and the highly successful Fred Dunlap. It is a program that has graduated 16 first-team All-Americans and more than 30 NFL players. 9 of its members have been inducted into the Football Hall of Fame. And in 1987, the rich history of Colgate football was carried one step further by a record-setting tailback from Holyoke, Massachusetts, number 2, Kenny Gamble. Gamble arrived at Colgate in 1984, not as a highly recruited athlete, but as an international relations major. 4 years later, he graduated as the all-time, all-division NCAA record holder in all-purpose running, The three-time All-American, now with the Kansas City Chiefs, broke 11 NCAA records. But the one thing that Gamble remembers most about his Colgate experience is its people.
I particularly like the atmosphere and the people that were here. I got to meet a lot of interesting people. I knew Colgate was a well-thought-of school. It had a great academic reputation. I also had a great athletic reputation. And just some of the people, the type of people that you meet up here, from different walks of life, different cultures. A lot of diversity is here at Colgate. And I think that's something that's going to help you when you get out and to make that transition into the business world or to whatever endeavors that you may encounter.
Gamble's slashing speed and lightning-quick moves fit in perfectly with what has become a Colgate legacy of high-powered, high-scoring offensive football. The Red Raider offense consistently ranks at the top of the nation in scoring and total offense, often averaging over 450 yards per game. Players like Gamble, former Pittsburgh Steeler Rich Ehrenberg, and former Oakland Raider Mark Van Egan set records in rushing, scoring, and all-purpose running here. As offensive coordinator, Mike Foley engineered many of these record-breaking performances. As head coach, he plans to carry on this particular Colgate tradition.
We want to be a balanced attack. The type of personnel that we're recruiting, the type of young men that we're getting from an offensive standpoint are kids that are very competitive, tough kids that want to be able to be in a anytime, anywhere type offense. We're going to throw the ball around, and we'll probably run the ball sometimes when people think we're throwing, and throw when people think we're running. But we want to be an explosive offense.
Colgate University is a small university. It has the warmth and personal touch that only a small college can provide. Yet at the same time, Colgate competes academically and athletically with universities many times its size. An institution which enjoys a great history, Colgate insists on reaching to new tiers and higher levels of teaching, learning, and understanding. It is a close-knit community of students, faculty, and administrators who draw strength from their sense of community and share pride in their accomplishments. The result is a united quest for excellence.
There is a sense of camaraderie at Colgate. The sense that we're all in this together tends to produce a kind of an atmosphere which I think is extraordinarily conducive for making great friendships.
It's a perfect size for me, and I've heard other people say this too, because it's not so small that you never meet new faces, and you never meet new professors that you've never had before, but it's not so huge that you feel overwhelmed, and you feel like your professors know you.
I think the greatest satisfaction is knowing them personally as young men or young women in the classroom, and then seeing them perform in some outside activity like football or volleyball or swimming, and seeing them do things like that, and knowing them on a one-to-one basis. Because that's one of the beauties of Colgate, is that we are small enough where that you get to know them and you can maintain touch with these people for years.
Founded in 1819, Colgate is situated on 1,100 acres in the scenic village of Hamilton, New York. It offers students 40 major areas of study to choose from, all leading toward a Bachelor of Arts degree. Outside the classroom, Colgate students are active, ambitious people who take part in numerous extracurricular activities and social events.
You never really have to worry about going somewhere and not knowing someone. There's always going to be some of your friends there. I mean, there's just so many facilities at a small school. I mean, there's 2 lakes, you know, a ski hill, a trap range, a bowling alley.
My friends and I like to go shoot trap every once in a while, and we go out and we play a little golf every once in a while and hang out. I'm in a fraternity, so we do a lot of things with that too. It's quite a bit of things you can do. You can go out to the lake and relax. There's plenty of relaxation.
Entertainment and excitement come together on fall Saturdays here, as it sometimes seems the entire student body turns out for the week's main event, Red Raider football.
I'm so excited about homecoming because, I mean, a lot of people come back to the football games, a lot of alumni, and everybody goes too. And it's a lot of fun. We all get together, party and everything, go to the game. There's a lot of spirit.
Old Colgate is a place for me, place for me.
Much of the spirit and tradition that is Colgate football stems from the extremely high level of competition played here. Colgate is a member of the highly regarded Colonial League, and intense rivalries with Ivy League schools date back as far as 1893. But it is Colgate's play against the larger Division 1A schools which truly epitomizes the Colgate commitment to reach high.
The whole school's kind of like that. I think from an academic standpoint and from an athletic standpoint, being such a small school and taking on some endeavors that are large, I think that kind of builds a real bond between the people that go here, and it carries over into later life. And I think sometimes that's an important thing in life, that you have to be able to take on challenges and that you can come up successful.
On this day, the Red Raiders take on the Division 1A Black Knights of Army. Playing in front of more than 40,000 fans, the Colgate team will not be intimidated.
Army was a great game. We went down there, we were about 22-point underdogs. We went out and the kids really put it together and played a great game. And I think that's something that they'll remember all their lives.
The offense combines for 479 yards and racks up 22 points, while defensively, the Red Raiders contain Army's powerful wishbone attack.
Going out there in front of 45,000 people is always a good time, especially if you beat a team that's as good as Army was supposed to be. We just got together and went out there and molded and just went out there and took over and just did what we had to do, beat them.
Tied at 13-13 at the end of the third quarter, Colgate scores twice in the final period to complete another upset victory. Once again, rising to the challenge, reaching high, living the Colgate tradition.
You always always try your best and never give up. You know, we're as good as anybody. And no matter what we do, if we go out there and fight, we're gonna come out on top. And I feel that, you know, that's the case no matter what you do in life. If you try your hardest and do your best and, you know, you get knocked down, you get up and keep going, you're gonna succeed.
Success on Saturdays has its origins in the hard work and preparation which takes place during the week. For the players, it means a strong dedication and commitment to the program. At Colgate, that individual commitment is then matched by a university-wide dedication to being the best one can be in all things.
We're very proud of our facilities. We have a tremendous physical plant throughout the university, and particularly in athletics with the new field house. We have, I think, one of the greatest indoor facilities in this part of the country. Inside of its eighth of a mile track, it has an artificial surface to accommodate all of the spring and all of the fall sports. All of those games can be played in a scrimmage way in there. They can go live in there on the turf that's built for that sort of action. Also, we play tennis on it. We've got 4 tennis courts. So it's truly a, though it's named a field house, it's truly an indoor practice facility, and it'll be a tremendous asset for our fall and spring sport.
Here, a first-class dining facility, the ultra-modern Sanford Field House, and a professionally structured strength and conditioning program all help to build a better athlete. An athlete who then takes this strong and sturdy foundation and transforms it into the hard-hitting, pad-popping brand of Red Raider football. In many ways, Colgate University offers the student athlete the best of all worlds. It boasts a superb academic legacy, combined with a rich athletic tradition, a first-class faculty, and excellent facilities. Coaches and fans add a philosophy which turns athletic competition, teamwork, and dedication into an exciting part of the educational experience.
I think when a young man leaves our program, I think the thing that he should take away from the program is that he's learned that you can accomplish things that sometimes some people think are impossible. We're playing some people that are much bigger than us, but we've gone out and beaten people like that. And I think when they get into life, there's going to be times that they're going to face some problems that they may at first think that there's no way I'm going to be able to do this, but they can reach back and say, if I really get after it, I can accomplish that. And I think those are the type of things that they want to take away from the program.
Spirit and pride, tradition and competition, athletics and academics. Altogether, these qualities form the Colgate football experience. A commitment to be the best that one can be, to reach above and beyond, to rise to the Colgate challenge.